Good morning, sunshines. It is not morning, it's evening. But good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you are in the world. I hope you're having the absolute best present moment of your life. Few things I wanted to talk about today. I have a question. Is life a marathon or a sprint? We say it's a marathon, and perhaps that's correct. Perhaps I've got it wrong. But I find that I sprint. I literally sprint through life in the sense I sprint towards my goals and then I kick back and I'm like, whew, gotta take it all in. It's literally what I do. Okay. So I think I think the laws are the same on a micro level versus macro level. So I'm going to use the example of when I run through the forest. I have a need for speed. I like to run fast. But then running through the forest, oh my God, it's so beautiful. I want to stop and enjoy it. So I'm often in this in between of sprint through the trees, but then, oh my God, take it all in. It's so beautiful. But then I want to run faster and then hold on for a second, enjoy the present moment, stop and smell the roses. So I find that I'm the same in life when it comes to work. Like sprint towards the show, sprint, for the Art Vancouver, the events that we host, work hard, and then relax, rest and recover, deep breath, and then push hard. And maybe it's not the best balance because I do get a bit burnt out sometimes. I'm a little bit tired. But it's also more exciting, I find. Like life is a lifeline, right? The ups and downs are literally what keep you alive. If it's just flat, you're dead. So, anyways, I don't have the right answer for that. I just wanted to bring that up because that's a question and find out what works best for you, right? Maybe it's work hard for a couple months, take a few weeks off, work hard. I don't know what your routine is, but find your balance. But also, who needs balance? I'm listening to Grant Cardone, a few of his books. He's hilarious. He's like, fuck balance. You don't need balance. Work hard, wake up, sell. So, free for all, you guys. Absolute free for all. Okay, another one from Matthew McConaughey, which I absolutely love. It's about life not being fair. I'm going to read the quote to you. Number 1, life's not easy. Life is not easy. It is not. Don't try to make it that way. Life's not fair. It never was. It isn't now, and it won't ever be. Don't fall into the trap, the entitlement trap of thinking like you're a victim. You are not. Get over it and get on with it. And yes, most things are more rewarding when you break a sweat to get them. Fact. I love that one because it's so true. Life is not fair, and it never will be. And roll with it. That's what makes things more exciting and empowering. Sometimes I ask myself, why me? And then I look at myself and it's like, thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to show my strength, to show what I can do. Not that I've never proven myself to anyone, but it's like to prove myself to me. Not even that. I know I'm great. Honestly, I love myself. I have so much fun with myself, but it's about being better than you were yesterday. Love yourself no matter what, but always strive to be better. Actually, do not stop. That's something I love to push people because it's like, be better. I will be that person for you if you need help pushing you. Push me, please. Push me harder. I want to be better. Anyways, that's one point. If you get into the mindset of going, why me? Whatever you say to yourself, it's like, turn it around and say, thank you for choosing me. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to be better. It's such a blessing, We were talking today, we had a few new people start, and one of my coworkers, I was telling the rest, I said, I challenge her because I know she can. I know she can do it. I wouldn't put all of this stuff on her if she couldn't do it. It's like, I think the same is for life. Life does not give us things if we cannot do it. Like, we're not here to get crushed. Yeah, maybe broken down a little bit so we can rebuild stronger, just like your muscles are. But, every day you make it through. Like, so far, it's been 100% of a track record of making it through the day. So, if you're here, right? Anyways, love that one about him. Just remind yourself, life isn't fair, won't ever be. Don't wish it to be. Enjoy it. Like, go after it. Okay. again, on that, so much stuff is just inner work, you guys. Do the inner work. If you find yourself being the victim, do the inner work. Okay, well, we had our onboarding today, so we hired a few new people for VAP. And I just said, I have a low tolerance for negativity. It's no negativity zone around me, honestly. Sometimes, okay, if you hear me complain, tell me, stop me in my tracks. I don't want that. I don't want that for myself, so I apologize if sometimes I'm a hypocrite. I'm very self-aware. I try not to be. But all of that work is done behind the scenes. I journal every morning. I do my morning routine. You see it on Instagram. I share it. I have like 6 books that I work through pretty much daily. It doesn't take a long time. It's about an hour and a half my morning routine if I enjoy that time. Sometimes I can do it quicker. Sometimes I can do it way longer. It depends, I indulge on the weekends. My morning routine's like 3 hours. Or sometimes I wake up a bit late, or not even I wake up late. To be frank, I have a hard time getting out of bed, which I might get up at 5. Doesn't mean it's easy. Like, you just do it anyways. Take time to journal. Record yourself. David Goggins suggested recording yourself. This was a good one, and it was new, actually, that I haven't heard before. And he said, when you feel like complaining, or first thing in the morning, I personally journal. I like writing. I never really thought about a voice recording to myself, but it's a cool idea. So record yourself talking and then play it back to you so you can hear what you're saying, and then see if you would want to hear that. If you were a friend, would you want to hear that? If not, then let it go. Speak it into your recording. Listen to it so you can go, oh, I don't want to be like that, and then move on. Everything is internal work, belief systems. It's all what you do inside. Your vibration attracts. You attract what you are, not what you want. So if you do the inner work to raise your vibration, it's literally just a law of the universe that you will attract what's on that vibration. You will attract like-minded people. You will literally attract, I believe, different materialistic things that vibrate at a higher frequency. You'll just simply be on a different plane. Anyways, I'm a huge fan of journaling. Just journal. Just do it. Just try it. Google prompts. If you don't know how to start, ask me. I've got a whole book of questions to ask yourself. It's so much fun. I have to actually stop myself from journaling because I think, okay, I gotta move on with my day. I got a lot to do, but this was fun, and I'm glad I let it all out. Or I'm glad I not even let it all out, but my journaling honestly is basically, you can do it, keep going, you can do it all. It's all just empowering myself. I put a lot on my plate, and I get it done because I'm my number one fan and coach and motivator and whatever it is. I just brainwash myself that I can do it. So therefore, it might take time. Things take a lot of time. And that's totally fine because we have time. It's about the journey. There's no need to rush through life. Back to the life. Is life a marathon or a sprint? I have to go back to that and think, okay, well, don't sprint to the finish line because the finish line is death. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the grind. Enjoy the struggles. Enjoy the heartbreaks. Enjoy whatever it is. Enjoy all of it because that's literally what life is. That's why we're here, is to experience emotion and any experience that we have. That's it. That's just the purpose. That's what we're here for. I mean, maybe we're not, but then what's the fun in that? Thinking there's no reason behind anything is just depressing. So you may as well think that there's a reason to everything. I think so. Accept support when it comes. I was talking to a friend about this, and she said it. She said, accept support when it comes. Not to me, but just in general. And I thought, what a great thing to say. Because I almost am the same. I support myself. I don't necessarily lean on people. I find that much because I guess I have these tools in place, so I let it out. If anything comes up, I'll journal about it and I'm good to go and we're moving on. But if you don't have those tools in place, and perhaps you're new to helping yourself, accept support. Ask for support. You don't even have to ask for it, but just accept it from the people who love you. Okay. A few points on this because this friend is leaving and she's exploring, and I'm so happy for her, and she's moving away. to go do her master's, and it's going to be great. And we were talking so much about just moving away. It's so empowering to move out of your hometown. If you haven't already, please go. Just do it, even if you're not going to fully move, but just go for a month or two and go alone. It's so empowering. So I thought about this the other night. I was thinking of remembering when I was sitting on Milk Beach or one of those beaches, not Bondi, but just on the other side of it, on the harbor side in Sydney. And it was so peaceful. I had just this inner peace of, how do I explain it? I can't even explain it, but it was so empowering. Basically, like, I can do anything. I can do anything I set my mind to, and I can do it alone. I do not need, okay, you do need people. I think you do, but you're going to have to do a lot of things alone. But you have to get it going on your own. You're going to be in it for a while on your own, perhaps on certain journeys. And it gave me so much appreciation for life, because I thought, okay, I can survive on my own. I moved across the world. I'm here. I'm feeding myself. I have a job. All these things. I can do it. That's great. What a huge accomplishment. Well, and if I have my family, wow, what a blessing. I'm so blessed to have people that love me and I love, and we're friends and we enjoy each other's company. And then I at the time, I counted my 2 best friends. Whoa, I'm not getting emotional. I don't know what's happening with my voice here. It's late. And I thought, wow, I have 2 really good friends, lifelong friends that will always be friends. I'm so blessed. And then I thought about all my other great friends too, all my good friends, and so on and so on. And I just thought to myself, holy shit, I am so abundant. All these people in my life, what a blessing. It's ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? Like, when you just take a second to be grateful for what you have and you bring it down to the basics, or even you think about, oh my God, I've got these legs. When I would run around different cities still, even just a month ago when I run, I thank God for my legs, because they literally take me across the world, and I'm having a time on them. Bring it back to gratitude. Always bring it back to gratitude. Anyways, go travel, go explore, go be it by yourself, become your own best friend. If you're uncomfortable being alone, journal about it, because that's an issue. You need to be your own best friend. Everyone else, you can have best friends, but you're going to be with yourself for your entire life. You're the only one with you 24/7. You have that voice in your head. That's your best friend. If your best friend is shutting you down and being mean and rude and just putting you down in any way possible, would you still be friends with that person? It just doesn't make sense, right? Why talk to yourself like that? So I'll literally separate my inner voice from myself, just to check with myself and go, is this a voice I want to be listening to? And then it's like, yeah, man, she is fun. She's hilarious. She's so empowering. Sometimes it's kind of a drag, because I'm like, oh man, I get lazy for a moment, and then I hear this inner voice, and it's just this cheerleader being like, Sky, absolutely no chance can you not do this. Like, do you know who you are? You are the one who's always encouraging this and that and pushing people to do better. And it's like, okay, I have this little conversation with myself, and it's pretty funny. I literally laugh at myself, because it's like, all right, it was a quick thought, a nice thought for a second to take a break, but that's over, back to it. And it's great. So I love my inner voice. You need to learn to love your inner voice. And not that you have to love what it's saying, but if you don't like what it's saying, then change it, brainwash it, change it to say what you want. Say your affirmations every day. Be surrounded by positive people. Listen to those motivational things. Just literally brainwash yourself. That's what I listen to when I paint. Now I listen to books, but before, either there weren't audiobooks years ago, or I just didn't know about them yet. I don't know. I listened to YouTube, basically. But it was all empowering messages. It wasn't just music. Anyways, Peace and love. Okay, another one. Spreadsheets. We love spreadsheets. So, lots of personal development stuff. But if you perhaps are an overachiever or just more about empowering yourself, because, well, I'm very passionate about that, because if you can't do it, you can't expect anyone else to do it. I apologize. I learned from a book, I forget which book, it was a good one apparently, to list your achievements. So I have a spreadsheet of each year, the month, and a few achievements or significant events that happen each month, just so I remember sort of what the highlights of the year were, even if they're lowlights, whatever it was, what perhaps changed me or had a huge impact on my life. Each day, honestly, has a huge impact on my life, but it just helps to look over it right now. I maybe started in 2020, 2019, something like that, but I can go back and I'll go, oh, okay, I did this and this and this, and then 2020, 2021, I did this and this and this, and then 2022, I did this and this and this, and personally, I find I'm always either in the moment or looking forward. Rarely do I look back. I'll reflect on the past month, year, week, whatever it is when I'm doing my weekly reflection, etc., annual reflection, but I don't live in the past. I often live in the present or sometimes in the future, maybe a bit too much in the future, but because I'm always looking forward, it's hard to appreciate what I've done so far sometimes, because I just forget about it, because once it's done, and I'm moving on, and I'm in the moment, or I'm looking forward. So if you perhaps feel like you're not doing much, or whatever it might be, make a list of achievements that you've done. It actually suggested to go all the way back from when you were born. So I remember I made a memo in my phone too of when my first commercial, or when I first booked an acting thing, whatever. It was like age 9, or when I sold my first painting. I think it was also 9, or 10, or whatever, 12, something like that. And then you go, okay, I've been doing a lot of things for a long time. This is great. So that's about your list of achievements. It's helpful if you're an overachiever, or if you're always in the present, or in the future. But even if you're in the past dwelling on negative experiences, still do this to just shift your mindset to positive things and ambitious things. Still more spreadsheets though. I have one for my master goals, so any and all goals I can think of, 1 year, 5 year, 10 year, 101 list of goals. I like to put them on the spreadsheet because, the quote, something along the lines of, you have a dream, once you add a deadline or a date, then it's a goal. When you break it down into steps, then it's an action plan, etc., moving forward. So when you put things on, for me, a spreadsheet, it's like I'm working. Like, you're at work and you're looking at spreadsheets all day. I put my goals into a spreadsheet and I think, okay, well, this is work now. It's not just an idea. It's not just, oh, I want to do this. It's a game plan. I put it down. It's happening. Same for books. I don't just listen to books when I feel like it. I'm on a mission when I listen to books. I'm listening to 24 books a year. 24 audiobooks, and then, okay, I'm flexible with my paperback books because I read that before bed and it's a little bit harder to measure, but I know that I can listen to at least 90 minutes of an audiobook a day. I listen to it when I'm in the car, I listen to it when I'm walking to work, whatever I'm doing. There's even, sometimes it's only 5-10 minutes, sometimes just if I'm walking outside for a quick little fresh air, I'll put it on. It's like 2 minutes, but everything adds up. When it's just the spirit of the day. Just you get back into the zone. Or you can learn a new skill. I'm learning sales right now because that's not my nature. I am very much, attract it and it will come. Me, classic. And it works for the rest of my life, but certain things, sales is a skill. So that's something that I'm learning just through my books. You can organize your mind and your life. So organize habits, just put things on paper. If you're not a spreadsheet person, put it on paper, write it down, but have somewhere where these things are now a goal, or you're on a mission, right? Life is a mission. It's a fun one. It's an adventure. Sometimes it's not fun, but in the end, it's all fun, it's whatever. Just organize your life. David Goggins also suggested organize your mind like your garage. So when you make more space, you can add more things. You can add more knowledge. Categorize, organize, compartmentalize your mind so you can keep learning and keep throwing things at you, keep growing and working harder and physically training harder, just having a stronger mind. Even Sam Gray, great guy, went to high school with him, wrote a book, talked about your inner house. You clean your house, you organize your house, your mind, your head is a house. How do you housekeep? What are you doing? Do you clean every Sunday? Do you... Personally, I actually clean on Sundays. That's the day I clean physically my home. But then in the mornings, my routine is to clean my mind with my journaling. I'm just a big journaling fan. Whatever it is, I don't know, but get it out of you. It helps to stop overthinking things. Just putting it on paper really helps. Also, David Goggins, love him. Morning meetings. So have a morning meeting with yourself. Address the day. What's going to happen throughout the day? What do you foresee? Any problems? How can you overcome whatever comes up? Okay, a lot of these things he's thinking about actual physical races, 240-mile run, something like that, where he's thinking about physically what could go wrong and how can he go about that. So when that happens, if it happens, he's prepared for it and he's not stuck in fight or flight. But it's the same for everything. Whether you're going to work, what are you going to foresee? How can you just be on top of your time? The point is to be proactive. Be proactive towards everything. Map out your life, design your life, create a game plan. Don't just go with the flow and hope for the best and let other people decide for you. They will, and you'll live their life or you'll do whatever, and yeah, I'm sure it'll be a fine life. But we have no idea the potential that it could be. Why not just work a little bit harder, a few minutes a day of planning, or an hour a week? Then you're saving. I personally like to plan the whole week or even the month in advance, because you do that once and then the month is planned and then you get in the zone for the whole month. My friends laugh at me because I'll set a Zoom call. I'm like, hey, are you free? It's like 6 weeks in advance, Tuesday at 7 p.m. And, Kat will go, only you schedule a FaceTime 6 weeks in advance. But actually, I have a few friends now and we're on the same page about this, because it's like, okay, I can't commit right now. Life is busy. I'm going to set this later. I'm going to plan this. I'm going to make this happen because you're important to me. I schedule even my friendships. Not schedule my friendships, but I mean, I schedule actions to keep and cultivate my friendships as I schedule going to the gym or an appointment or whatever it is. I look at those things like everything is work, right? You can lose friends because you don't put in effort. Just put in a little bit of effort. Make everything is just a little bit of effort. And if you do it in advance, it's not that much work. But if you aren't prepared for the day and call someone up that afternoon, well, they're probably busy and it's just not going to happen, right? Just plan your life a little bit. It's not that hard. Or maybe it is for you. I'm a planner, so it works. Math is challenging for me, but that's why everyone has their strengths. If you're having struggles planning, ask for help or Google it or take a course. I can't blame anyone for my lack of knowledge in finance because math isn't my forte. Numbers are challenging for me. It's pick up a book and start learning about investing. Learn financial plan, whatever it is, learn about it. I have a little girl boss group of, we call each other finance bros. It's changed over the years. This will be another topic, but I love us. We're hilarious. And we meet bi-weekly now. It used to be weekly throughout COVID, but life's busy. So we meet bi-weekly for an hour and we touch base about finances, goals, and educate each other. So if you have a hard time, find a group of people or create that group of people to all work on it together. Anyways, sweet dreams. Love you so much. Work on your goals. Design your life. Have the best sleep, morning, day, afternoon, evening of your entire life. Be present. Peace and love, mofos. Just kidding, it's PG. Okay, love you. Thanks for listening. Bye.